Missouri.
Hello friends, I haven't made a video in a while, but today, because it's like the second day of 2021, I thought of making a video about the 10 things I am grateful for in the past year. So I know that 2020 is not really easy for all of us, if not all of us, maybe most of us. But I think that sometimes it's also nice not to focus on the negative stuff and look back and think about all the things that it has done good to us somehow. So yeah, yesterday I wrote this and I actually end up writing 10 things I was grateful for. Actually, it's 10 plus 1. So basically it's 11. And there's one number here where I squished in another another thing that I was grateful for. So all in all, it's kind of like 12, but I'll just say 10 plus 1. So the first thing that I wrote down, like I'm using my old phone as a código. So the first thing I wrote down is I learned a new skill by being at home around May of last year. So it's editing and starting a YouTube channel. I started it during the pandemic, and well, we're still in a pandemic. So basically, I'm thankful for all the extra time that made me learn something new. So like making a vlog or doing vlogs, I've been wanting to do it for a while. And when I was off for a bit because school shut down, and so I was home with my daughter for I think 2 months, that's when I kind of felt like I don't really have an excuse anymore and I should try doing something new that I've been wanting to do. And yeah, I did it. I learned how to edit and I learned how to make videos, and it's actually pretty fun, and I found it as an artistic outlet. I actually enjoy editing videos. At first I was super scared to try it. Like I feel like I don't know anything about it. I'm not techie, blah blah. But once I started doing it, it's actually one thing that I enjoyed with making vlogs. I like editing. So number 2 that I wrote down is my job. And I know so many people around the world lost their jobs. And so I'm grateful that my job and my husband's job wasn't affected by the pandemic. So I'm grateful for that. And number 3, health. I'm grateful and thankful that my whole family is healthy and didn't get sick during this unprecedented times, like my family and my husband's family. And number 4, well, all our families. Number 4, my daughter. I'm grateful that my daughter is doing so well in school, like this year, even during the pandemic. And yeah, so despite of everything that what happened this year, she was still doing good in school, and since last year she's been doing so well. The change wasn't really a hindrance for her to still excel. And yeah, when we first moved here, she was 6 years old and she was having a hard time just adjusting with learning English and also academically, most especially in math. But I believed in her, and a lot of her teachers believed in her, and so she worked hard, and she also believed in herself, and now she's doing really good academically. And also Nala, I'm grateful for having a fur baby like her. I mean, it's not easy to have a pet. It's literally like having another kid, but yeah, it's a lot of work, but she always fills our hearts and our life and our house with so much love. So yeah, I'm grateful for my daughters. And number 5, my husband. he's just always been so good and hasn't given me a headache ever since we were dating. He's just always so good. He's always helpful, he's always selfless, and he still makes me coffee every morning, even after a year and a half of getting married. I used to joke and tell him that he's only gonna do it in the start of our marriage. Well, we're still kind of in the start, but anyways, he's a really good guy. He's a really good husband. And number 6, I'm grateful for the Canadian government and my workplace, because somehow they kind of acknowledged us during the pandemic. So we're also considered essential workers. And the schools here shut down and I had to stay home with my daughter. The government supported me financially for 6 weeks. That I wasn't at work. Well, they did that to all Canadians, Canadian residents, citizens. And when I was back to work, we actually had 2 wage enhancements from the government, and we got 2 bonuses from my workplace. So I am grateful for those little extra money that I didn't expect. I was like, in the last one, they gave it this December, and they're gonna give another one on January, the government will. So I was grateful for that, because I was able to buy Christmas gifts for most of my family and friends and my godkids without being super bankrupt. So number 7, I'm grateful for the pandemic. I am grateful for the pandemic despite of all the anxiety and headaches and it cost on all of us, because I think it really opened our eyes about the important things in life, which is actually our families and all our relationships, friends, and to actually learn to live with just the essentials. I guess we all realize that, we don't really need a lot of stuff. We suddenly have to live with the essentials. And number 8, I'm grateful for family. I think it's really important to have a healthy support system, healthy and strong support system. So, which is family and friends for me. And like, they help you with everything. Emotionally, physically, mentally, financially sometimes. So I'm grateful for most especially my parents, my family, my sisters, and Curtis's family too. They're all really helpful with everything. Like, even with us about to have a baby, everybody, like my friends and Curtis's family and my family, they provided us with all the stuff we need for the baby. Like, we didn't even had to buy a lot of stuff for him, just because everybody's just so generous and so helpful, and I'm just so grateful for everyone, and to have friends and family that actually really cares. And number 9, I'm blessed and grateful to be living here in Canada during the pandemic. Honestly, I've never dreamed of moving in a different country or living somewhere else. But during the pandemic, I was really able to compare the difference if I was still in the Philippines. And I felt really lucky and grateful to be living here in Canada. And I'm just so blessed that I'm here and my family's here, and our situation is better than a lot of people around the world, most especially those who are in a poorer country. So yep. And number 10, I'm grateful for our new blessing. It's Cade. So as of today, I am actually 30 weeks pregnant and 4 days. Maybe I'll show you guys my bump. Anyways, yep. So I'm grateful for Cade. So for a year after we got married, after our wedding on 2019, we started trying to conceive right away, and we didn't get pregnant until probably June of the next year. So it's like almost a year. And we actually found out that we are pregnant on my birthday month, and that's also our anniversary month. It's July. That's when we found out, July of last year, that we were pregnant. So we were really happy despite of the pandemic. He came, and yeah, obviously we didn't social distance, me and Curtis. And anyways, yeah, so we found that out on the month of my birthday month, and it's also our anniversary month. So I was really happy. I felt like it was the best birthday gift ever and anniversary gift ever. And yeah, we've been trying for a year, and I don't know, I know it's not that long. I know there's a lot of people who've been trying for years and years, but it's still a little hard, like, to, I think no matter how long, it's kind of hard to experience infertility, because you know, every month, like when you guys are trying, it's like every month you check, every month you do a test, and a little bit like if your period is delayed for a few days, you're like already hopeful all the time, and then to see like negative pregnancy test results month by month by month, it's just, it still gets to you. So yeah, so that was really the best ever highlight of our year, that we finally had Kate. And honestly, like, my family were a family of girls, so we are four, and my family were four girls, and my daughter was also a girl, so basically it's like 5 of us girls. And but then, so we all dreamed of having a boy in the family. And honestly, but for me, I never really, like me and Curtis, we didn't really have a preferred gender. All we're praying for is just like a healthy baby, that's all. And we won't care if it's a girl or a boy. Curtis's family is mostly boys. But it was just so, God is just so faithful. Like, we actually had a boy. We have a boy. So yeah, that's actual bonus for, most especially for my family, because we've all been like dying to have a boy in our family for so long. And that's why, like, my parents ended up having 4 girls, because they've been trying to have a boy. So yep, he is the best gift ever from last year. And then the plus one, this is the, I won't say this is a bonus, but I think this is the most important actually. I am forever thankful and grateful for God that He is always there despite of everything that happened in the whole world last year. He never leaves. He is faithful, and we can never outdo His faithfulness towards us. And He actually gives us everything we want and need in its perfect time, like Cade being in our lives. And despite of all the negativity and hardships that last year have thrown upon us, I think for me personally, there's always more blessings to be grateful for than problems, if we just really focus on our blessings. Anyway, so yep. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys, despite of everything that happened to your life and your family and whatever, I hope that you will be able to find the blessings in everything that happened last year too. So thank you for watching this video, and see you on my next video.